Hi guys, me again. I thought I would make an effort and come down to a cemetery that I haven't been to. Surprise, surprise. And I pass this one all the time. As you can see, it's got a massive church in it. This one seems to be more suited for everyday worship, or weekly worship rather than a small chapel that is dedicated to just the funerals and nothing else. So the weather today isn't the best. When I was leaving my home today to make this video, it was gently spitting, and I was really debating whether I should or should not come out today and make this video. But I thought, well, I will make the effort and I will come out here, and if it starts to rain and or if the weather's rubbish, then I will delete this video and I will record it in my room like I was going to. But I thought, no, I would actually make the effort and actually come out here and film this new cemetery. It seems to be a small one. Oh, it's really weird about how some of the graves are like piled up against each other. I suppose if they're related, but yeah. I haven't been to this one before. It's really small. It looks really cool. So I'm just going to be wandering around, as always, getting my bearings and finding a good place to sit. Hopefully there is, and I will see you guys in a bit. So I found a place to sit. It is not ideal, but I have been wandering around this small cemetery and there's no benches, and apart from one or two spots that I could potentially sit, this was the better option. I'm currently sitting on the steps, which I presume is either the back entrance or one of the side entrances of this church, and I just want to say that I'm going to be super respectful as always, not just because I'm in the graveyard, but because I am doing these videos on the essence, on the doorstep literally of a church. And as always, I am going to be super respectful of anyone and everyone I encounter while doing this video or videos, because I plan to do two. There's no one else here apart from me and a bunch of squirrels. And obviously if someone from the church opens this door, which I'm sitting right next to, and asks me what I'm doing, if they want me to leave, then I will kindly oblige their request. But today I am going to be doing a tag video. It feels like forever since I've done one of these, but I wasn't tagged to do this one directly. I was watching a video from a new to me booktuber anyway, called Read with Taylor. Hopefully I've said her name right. If I have, apologies for that. I am so terrible with names. But I watched her video of this tag and I found her to be entertaining. I'm not sure what kind of book she gravitates towards, as I've only watched one video, but I subscribed to her channel as I thought that she was a fun individual to watch, so I wanted to watch more of her videos, so I subscribed to her channel. I'll have a link down below in case you want to check her channel out. Also, I will have a link down below to that video that she made. Also, I will have the original creator of this tag linked down below in the description as well. But this tag is called the End of the Year Book Tag. And also, if you see me looking down, as always for these tags, I've got the questions written down because my memory isn't that great. So question 1. Are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Well, apart from the ones I'm currently reading now, obviously, but I am, fingers crossed, going to finish them by the end of the month. There are some books that I would like to finish by the end of the year, such as Joe Abercrombie's The First Law trilogy, as I've only got the last book in that trilogy to read, which is called The Last Argument of Kings. but I'm planning to read that next month. But because we've only got 2 months of the year left, there isn't really any other books that I think, oh my, I've got to finish this book. I was going to say something else, but I'm literally on the doorstep of a church. But obviously there are books that I would like to read, but if I don't manage to get to them, there's no massive loss. I can always read them next year. Question 2. Do you have any autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? I never know what the autumnal I don't even know if I'm saying it right, that word means. I presume it means, do you have any autumn vibe books that you're going to read at the end of the month, whether it's in November or December now? If that means horror books, then yeah, I will definitely be reading some horror books. Whether they are going to have like a strong autumn feel to them, I do not know, because I'm trying to keep November and December kind of loosey-goosey, trying to be a mood reader for the last 2 months and see where it takes me. But if it means, do I have any horror books I'm going to be reading at the end of the year, then quite possibly yes, I do, but I do not know what they are. Question 3. Is there a new release you're still waiting for? I don't think so. I don't keep up with new releases. If it's by an author that I am a big fan of, such as Stephen King, then I will know about their releases months in advance. But I don't really keep up with like general book releases. If I go into my local bookshop and I see something that is new, that catches my eye, and that makes me think, oh, I'll buy that because it sounds really interesting, I will get it. But I am not aware about any new books that are coming out this year that I really want to get. So the answer to that question is no, I'm not waiting for any books. Question 4. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? Okay, so as I said, there is the last book in the First Law trilogy, which is called The Last Argument of Kings by Joe Abercrombie. Possibly Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman, as I've had a really nice illustrated edition, a paperback edition, on my bookshelves for a while. So I'm going to go and say Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. And lastly, in my room, I have a nice small book collection of the Christmas tales from Charles Dickens. It's kind of like a anthology or a short story collection, or whatever you want to call it. It's really small. It's even smaller than this piece of paper, and I found it secondhand at a book market up in London, and I bought it primarily to read during Christmas time, as I have read A Christmas Carol twice, maybe 3 times, and I wanted to read some other stuff that Charles Dickens had actually written based on the Christmas theme. So they are the 3 books that I would like to get to by the end of the year. But as I said, if I don't, then it's no massive loss. There's always 2022. Question 5. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favourite book of the year? Not really. I mean, going back to The Last Argument of Kings by Joe Abercrombie, that book, I have no doubt in my mind, is going to be fantastic. Whether it's going to be my new favourite of 2021, I do not know. I'm expecting it to be outstanding and a great conclusion to this trilogy that I've fallen in love with. But whether it's going to be my new favourite, I do not know. But that's the book I'm going to be choosing to answer this question. And the last question, question 6. Have you already started making reading plans for next year? No, not really. there are obviously books that I have on my shelves that I've been meaning to get to for a while, and I would probably make them ones top priority. Probably at the end of the year in December time, I will make out a list of them, and I will make them the top priority to read in January of 2022. But there are obviously some other books that I would like to read by Joe Abercrombie in the First Law trilogy universe, because I know he's got several side books to that whole world. And plus I would like to read some other works by him as well, possibly some other grimdark books by Mark Lawrence, as he's an author which I've been meaning to get to his work for a while, and quite possibly some Stephen King, Clive Barker, and quite possibly some more of Brandon Sanderson. So that is all the questions for this tag. I will have them all linked down below, so if you want to do this video or this tag video, all you have to do is just go down in the description. I will have all the questions linked down below, or listed down below rather. So I've got to tag some people now. So the people that I tag are An Erudite Adventure, Bookish Chaz, Ellen Boyd, Jess the Book Freak, Kayla Lenzen, and Pax Panic. I tag all you guys, but if you are watching this video and I haven't tagged you, consider yourself tagged. I think that this is one of them tags which every booktuber is or should actually do. So that's it guys, that is my end of the year book tag. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment down below, let me know, are you going to do this tag? Have you already done it? Let me know some of the books that you would want to get to by the end of the year. And if you have enjoyed this video as a whole, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you do, please click on that bell, as it will remind you whenever I upload videos, which are every Monday and Friday. I will have a link down below to my Goodreads account in case you want to follow me on Goodreads and see what I'm reading. And with all that out of the way, have a great day, read some awesome books, and I will see you all in my next video.